How you got started in horse racing, sir?
Yeah, I just came here and started working in the summertime, when from high school days,
Yeah. How much years you been back here?
since '71,
71, man. Wow.
over 50 years.
Wow. What was horse racing back in 50 years ago, man?
It was different than today, but it's still about the same thing. It's just get more modernized, I guess. As time goes by, everything's changed.
Yeah.
But it's still the same procedure, the same work, same drill, just different era.
Different place.
Yeah, different place. That's it.
In 50 years, right? What's your favorite moment?
Every day is my favorite
Every moment,
Just
huh?
waking up and coming up to work is my favorite moments, because I love doing this. And if you ask me if I'll do it again, I'll do it all over again.
Yeah.
Who's
As
some
I
of
had
the
fun.
trainers you work for?
Oh man, shit, a lot training 50 years. A lot. A lot.
Can you give us a few good ones that taught you some of the stuff that you know today?
Well, I work for Bob Dunham, Kenny Neske, Bobby Lake. I did pretty good with Bobby Lake. A couple of years well. Herb Nadler, a lot. Jay Fordines, Mike Missully, a lot of different trainers. Joe Canty, Phil Horn, E.W. King, Steve DeMaro, John P. Campbell. I started out with Campbell. I mean, Daddy. So I've been around a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who was your mentor in this life when you first came along,
Well,
man?
I think Bobby Lake probably. Bobby Lake, it was easy there. He had access to almost everything there, So, I could say he was my mentor because I learned a lot there.
Yeah.
The horse people are secretive. They don't want to share their education and things like that. But basically, that's that.
And the name of this program, right, is The Real Players Inside the Backstretch.
The real player inside the backstretch. That's what it says here.
How important is the men and women that work in these barns throughout the years, man?
Everybody's important back there. Whoever contributes to the game, because that's the whole deal.
Huh?
Whatever you could contribute, and everybody that works back here has some form of contribution towards the game.
Yeah.
Because this is not a one-man show. Everybody take a part. Hot walker, grooms, owners, trainers, exercise rider, everybody.
And that's like the program is really trying to shine light on that fact right there, man. And what's on the job you do nowadays?
Me? Well, I got a couple of horses I train myself.
Yeah.
I don't win that many races, but I keep trying.
You keep trying, huh?
Yeah.
And what's like the most memorable race that you won?
The most memorable race I ever won?
Yeah, for you, that kind of as a trainer that said, you know what, this is
As a trainer?
As a trainer, man, like I'm special for me.
My first win.
First.
Horse started as a trainer, he won. And I bred the horse myself.
What's his name?
Duke's Cherokee. That's a horse. I know Cherokee Beauty was the mother. Got the guy gave me the mother and I bred her. She broke down in a race and I sent her to Florida. As a matter of fact, I was giving her to somebody on the island and the lady in Florida bred her. She had a stallion there.
Yeah.
I forgot the sire's name. Yeah, it's been a good little while. Over 20 years. Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. It was a special thrill,
Yeah.
You see the horse grow up as a baby until she come into racing,
Yeah.
I had her for a whole racing career, It was pretty good.
When you worked for Camper, was it before the fire or after?
Way before the fire. I was in 71, 72. 72. I think he had Jimmy French. He had a couple of nice horses, stalking pictures. And that was way back then. That was way before the fire. The fire came back a couple of years after that.
After Pleasant Colony.
After Pleasant Colony. I
And,
was there for Pleasant Colony. Yeah.
And let me ask you a question. What do you remember about Liz's Kitchen?
Well, one of the best kitchen on the track. Yeah, food, you could always smell the food when you're coming in through the gate, you know. It had a special smell, you know. A country style smell, yeah, but it was good.
Had a special.
And I was happy in there, you know. Although, you know, at the time, back then, mostly trainers and exercise riders, and mostly trainers and jockeys used to go in there, you know. I used to sleep in there.
Because somebody said back in the days, the kitchen is where if you was new on the track, that's
Yeah,
probably
well,
be the first stop.
Yeah, that was the first stop because everybody hang out there in the morning, so it was pretty good. Where you could get socialized and meet people in there, you know. You need a job, you probably go to the kitchen and somebody will come over there and look for somebody, you know.
And I want to say thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.